Hey guys, what's going on? This is Tom from the Strength Agenda and a new edition of Tom Talks. I got an article sent to me the other day with somebody asking, hey, what's your thoughts on this? So now I'm starting to think you guys are baiting me into doing these. But it was something that interested me. It was something that needed to be talked about. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this one. The article was a article on strength and conditioning in the college scene, more so. And it was kind of talking about how the landscape has changed, how the coaches' roles have changed, how the departments have changed in the past few years. But there was a very prominent strength and conditioning program, and one of their assistants, I believe, was quoted as saying, "I go into every training day expecting somebody to puke." Now I'm going to let that sink in for just a second. A professional in the field of making sure collegiate athletes are looked after and taken care of, and their well-being is, their job, goes into every workday expecting somebody to throw up. Now, I understand he wasn't talking about the same person puking every day. I understand he said he expects it to happen. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. But the fact that that thought was verbalized, I feel like there's a problem. And I'm taking this outside of college strength and conditioning. When I was in high school, there was a sports performance brand that bragged and was proud of the number of puke buckets they had scattered throughout their facility, and if it was used, that was something they prided themselves on. CrossFit in its early days had a clown named after this bodily fluid. I don't know where it started, but throwing up is not a good measurable form of progress as to how hard you trained. I don't know if that is an actual thing or not, but it needs to stop. That is not a measurable term of progress. You can't use that to gauge whether somebody worked out hard or not, because there are a lot of factors that can go into that. I understand things happen. You might have eaten too much. You might have taken too much pre-workout. You might have, just pushed yourself harder than you should have, and you end up throwing up. It happens. I've done it in workouts, but I don't do it on a regular basis, and neither should you. You are pushing your body to a limit that it shouldn't be pushed to on a repeated basis. And if you are going to push it to that level, you need to allow yourself proper time to recover. But my question is this: what happened to PRs? What happened to increased range of motion? What happened to just moving better? What happened to scoring better on a post-test versus what you scored on the pre-test? What happened to using those variables to measure progress? Why are those frowned upon? On a scouting report, there isn't a checked box, on how many times you've thrown up during a workout. When you go to the NFL Combine, there isn't a test to see how far you can projectile vomit. Those aren't things that people are looking for. Those aren't things that you should be proud about. It's not a badge of honor or courage or whatever that you should be sporting, especially as the strength coach. If I have somebody in my gym that is throwing up on a regular basis, I'm going to figure out what the heck is going on and try to solve that problem. No matter what the field is, if you are a professional and you pride yourself on people puking on a regular or consistent basis in your facility, you need to be removed from your position. Plain and simple. We are in the profession of improving people's quality of life. Throwing up is not part of that. That should never be part of that. So please, if this is a thing that is going on in your facility, or you are pushing people to that point, you need to take a step back and evaluate what you are really doing. It's not good, it's not healthy, it's not safe for the individual involved. So we need to just, take it back a notch and just really assess, how are we measuring progress? Are we really bragging to people that throwing up is a thing? If you are a strength coach, if you are somebody that is training individuals, stick to the basics. Stick to what you can actually show on paper and say, this is how we are progressing. This is how we are getting better. Define your progress with measurable, repeatable variables that you can use time after time after time. No matter how advanced technology gets, no matter how, how much the landscape of your field changes, those variables that you are using should always be able to be plugged in, and you can tell if somebody is progressing or not on the program. Don't purposely try to hurt athletes, because in the end, that's what you're doing. It's not cool, it's not sexy, it's not awesome. Stop doing it, please. For the sake of your athletes and the sake of your job, stop making somebody that throws up a hero. Check on them, make sure they're okay. Better yet, just make sure you're doing your job to the best of your abilities. And if you are unsure of it, reach out to some buddies, reach out to other people in your field, and get a system in place that has good, sound testing protocols, and you're able to measure progress in better ways than if they're throwing up or not in your workout, okay? If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please comment below. Find me on Instagram at @IamTomSoroka or at The Strength Agenda. Shoot us messages. If you have topics you would like to see us discuss, please send them our way. We love doing these. We love helping you guys and getting information out there, okay? Till next time, see you guys at the gym.